Audio recording on. Okay. Okay. Hello, you beautiful people. It's your boy, Instagram confirmed Kevin Hart lookalike. What the? Welcome back to this video of if anybody actually got superpowers, most people would definitely be robbing banks. Have you ever seen Kick-Ass and realized how terrifying and awful trying to be a real-life vigilante would actually be? Until it got absolutely shredded in the second film. Well, as it turns out, quite a lot of people have tried to be real-life superheroes, none of which have taken down drug empires or anything, as I'm sure we've all imagined ourselves doing. But it's still pretty awesome. There's loads of them, and the first of these spectacular, low-budget DC rejects just so happens to be DC's Guardian, who patrols the streets of Washington DC handing out pocket-sized versions of the American Constitution to people to remind them not to take freedom for granted and to make the world a better place. Which is a bit of a weird tactic. Has anyone actually read the Constitution? I only know the right to free speech and the right to bear arms. How many are there? There's 27 amendments. This just gets me thinking about animal rights and everything. Like, I agree with it, but we shouldn't be allowing beavers to have guns. That's just a recipe for disaster. And it's just weird to think of some dude being mugged and then the Guardian emerges from the light, shouting, "Wait! Don't forget the constitutional right reserved to the states," and then just leaves. He says that he wears the suit to show no skin so that anybody can project themselves onto him and see themselves doing good. Which I like, he is clearly a nice guy. All of these people are clearly nice and just want to help. But your costume makes you look like a Comic-Con gimp. If you just make his costume a little bit darker, it looks like he tortures people. Next we will go from DC over to Cincinnati. And I just realized I have no idea where Cincinnati is. I'm not from America, so I only know where all the obvious places are. And before you judge, if any Americans can tell me where Wet Wang is in England off the top of their heads, I will literally eat my own butthole. It's in Ohio. You can't blame me for not getting something in Ohio. But anyway, Cincinnati has a few heroes of its own, but we will mainly be looking at Shadow Hair.
Yeah, alright buddy. Take care of yourself.
Bye. He wants to be the face, or better yet the mask, you trust on the streets of Cincinnati.
Your friendly neighborhood Shadow Hair, right?
Now this dude may not look it at all, but he's pretty cool. He's trained in Shorin-Ryu karate, if that's how you pronounce it, and mixed martial arts. And his catchphrase is, "I see the shadows of the shadows." Which at first sounds super freaking lame, but if you think about it, it's kinda cool.
A team of local mass citizen crime fighters called the Allegiance of Heroes.
Allegiance assemble!
They carry handcuffs, pepper spray, and tasers.
I feel like if they expect to get into a situation where they need tasers, they should probably have some kind of armor. Like at least an anti-stab vest or something other than a tight shirt or a morph suit.
Is our demon? Do the honors? Hello guys, we're the Allegiance of Heroes. We're here to help you guys out. Are you homeless as well?
Was that dude called Da Demon?
Is our demon? Do the honors?
That's not the kind of name for a dude in neon green feeding the homeless. If you have demon in your name, then at least, wear something red.
The Allegiance of Heroes?
What the heck is this, man? This ain't Easter.
You remember me, don't you?
I look for the TV. Oh, no, I didn't know you had a damn camera there.
They're even getting made fun of by the homeless people that they're feeding.
Shatterhead, you called me, but now it's Shadow Hair. You really don't remember me.
I was probably drunk.
Yeah, you were.
He sounded genuinely hurt that the dude didn't remember him.
You really don't
I was probably drunk.
remember. Yeah, you were. I'm not doing this for publicity. I'm doing this for justice, a justice long since forgotten.
And the presenters are just laughing at him.
First story aired, Shadow Hair says he has gotten hundreds of messages on his MySpace webpage from people who support what he's doing, and some we even want to pick up their capes and help themselves.
When's the last time you stopped a crime? Did you ever get your shoulder dislocated while saving a woman from being robbed? No. But Shadow Hair has. Take a little look in the mirror before you laugh at him on the news. Now that we've had a little peek at what the American heroes have to offer, now let's see what real-life superheroes Britain has had. So here we have the Night Warrior. Yeah, who operated around Salford. He's a gardener by day and a vigilante by night, with no special skills known, except, as he has said, a supernatural desire to make the world a better place. What does that even mean? How can you have a supernatural desire? Something that I would class as a supernatural desire is possession.
You black-hearted
And as far as I know, people can't do that. He says that his costume alone is enough to deter criminals. To be fair, criminal or not, if I saw that running towards me, I would be pretty terrified.
I do this because I'm sick of people standing by and doing nothing, and I really want to help out the community. And you get a lot of stick from people, like most people, but some people can be helpful and really supportive.
I think I can speak for everyone here when I say, that was not what I expected him to sound like at all. And I don't know who made this video, but they just wanted him to look as stupid as humanly possible. Just watch this. I know that when people are being interviewed, they tend to make the person do random awkward stuff for B-roll footage or make them tell a terrible joke, but that's just embarrassing for everybody involved. And for some godforsaken reason, they decided to bring his mother into this. At least I assume it's his mum.
I said, I'll give you the money towards your costume, and I did. And I was worried at first, but the police know him now, and they keep an eye on him, and he goes round. And that.
Bless her. She seems so nervous. But what was that noise at the end? Then we have more heroic footage of Night Warrior running and picking up litter and walking heroically. Love it. Night Warrior also started patrolling with his wife, known as Night Maiden, but I don't think they've been active since like 2013 because they had a kid, and kids ruin everything. Another UK-based superhero was The Stateman, who was based in Birmingham and calls himself the real-life Kick-Ass. I don't think you want that title because Kick-Ass. More like ass kick. Claiming to have foiled robberies and drug deals, he comes prepared with his own crime-fighting kit, consisting of a notebook, flashlight, and a first aid kit. And what a combo that is. Hang on. Let me make sure I've got all the details correct. So, you're trying to take money from him, yeah? Okay. That's all I needed to hear. Don't worry, I'll patch that right up for you. Having boxed since the age of 11, he is prepared if things turn violent, but says quite often that just shining a torch in the criminal's face succeeds in scaring them away. Oh, so you foiled a bank robbery by just shining a torch at them and telling them to skedaddle. Sure, mate, yeah. Heading over to China now, who has the Red Bud Woman. She usually appears around Christmas time to give coats and food to the homeless, which is great, obviously. But a lot of people seem to be commenting on her outfit, about how she is surely freezing cold when wearing that on winter's nights. And one person made a very profound comment, which really made me rethink this whole superhero thing. They wrote, "Her breasts are really big." Who cares about all the good she is doing and the people she is helping? I only care about those bazonkers. A lot of these heroes obviously have the legal, mostly non-lethal forms of self-defense, like pepper spray and tasers, but one of them goes a little bit beyond that. This is Seven. His name is inspired by the 7 deadly sins. His outfit is a clear rip-off of Spawn, and he carries around shurikens and fighting sticks. Now shurikens, or throwing stars, are understandably illegal to carry in most countries, and this guy is based in Moldova, where I'm pretty sure it is also illegal to carry them there. Throwing stars are literally just for killing or like properly injuring someone. Cruising back over to the States now, we have the Urban Avenger, which is almost a cool name. This guy is in San Diego, and I love this. Often spotted out with his spring-loaded power block that extend his small frame to a staggering 6'8". I can't find any videos of this, but I really want to see it. But he is a part of the Extreme Justice League, which is led by Mr. Extreme.
Just the Mr. Extreme of the Extreme Justice League, but it also, I think it reflects my lifestyle choice. You know, I think what I do is fairly extreme.
Yeah. If you're out there fighting crime, right?
Now I know that it's hard to create a super suit. Like, obviously there's no way that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man would have been able to make that suit. But I mean, Mr. Extreme, sir, what the frick is that? There's no way that you suited up for the first time, looked in the mirror and went, wow, this is it, this is perfect. Now that I look like Picasso, the rejected Ninja Turtle, criminals will be so intimidated. But I can peacefully lay my head at night, knowing that these heroes are out there, keeping us safe. And don't fear, people of Australia. You guys have your own captain. Captain Australia is the self-proclaimed guardian of Brisbane and sometimes Sydney. He prowls the night with a utility belt with only a mobile phone and a flashlight to defend himself. He at least needs a sword or something, just to fight back all the giant unholy spiders and various other creatures that creep around Australia. This guy is quite interesting though, because he had to retire in 2012 because one of his kids became ill. So since then he hasn't been able to afford his weekly patrols. So he had the idea of writing a graphic novel of his short-lived career as a superhero. Possible titles include Captain Australia, the Defective Detective, or Captain Australia, We Don't Need Another Hero. It was going to be about his life from early childhood to his crime-fighting days. One story being his dealings with the Skull Man. And at first, you'll think that it's some kind of really cool, real-life supervillain. I mean, he's called Skull Man, but it was actually a sometimes criminal/violent homeless man who lost his nose because of syphilis. I didn't know syphilis could make you lose your nose. How does syphilis make you lose your nose? But this did actually sound quite interesting. He said that he would also potentially involve other superheroes and their stories as well, but with a Kickstarter goal of $140,000, I doubt he got it done. And during my research, I found out that he's back! Captain Australia is back in action, and he's doing the Big Walk, where he is walking by himself, completely unsupported, sleeping rough, from Brisbane all the way down to Melbourne, which is almost 1,242 miles, or almost 2,000 kilometers. And he's doing it for Kids Cancer Project. So he is actually genuinely an incredible guy. I've put a link in the description to his fundraiser, and please do donate if you can, because that really is amazing. And best of luck to Captain Australia with the rest of his walk, because he really is a hero for that. So on that serious note, I think I'll wrap it up there for today. There is of course the most well-known real-life superhero of Phoenix Jones, but that is quite a big and complex story that I might go into in another video. So thank you guys very much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it and it means a lot to me. And if you do, then I will stand guard outside your door for a week. And that is an offer that is redeemable at any time for the rest of my life. Have a great day.